There is a dangerous kind of attraction a man can feel before anything is ever said out loud. It is not always a confession. It is not always a message at midnight. Sometimes it is a look that lasts half a second too long, a smile she quickly controls, a question she asks even though she already knows the answer, or the strange feeling that she is emotionally closer to you than she is allowed to be. And if she is still with another man, this becomes even more complicated because now your ego wants to believe every small signal means she secretly wants you, while your dignity must stay awake enough to ask a harder question. Am I reading real attraction, or am I becoming addicted to being chosen by someone unavailable? This is where many men lose themselves. They start watching her stories, searching for hidden meanings, replaying conversations, comparing themselves to her man, waiting for her to complain about him, hoping she says something that opens the door. They do not call it chasing, but inside, their mind has already started running. And the painful truth is this: if you become the man waiting for another man's relationship to collapse, you may feel desired for a moment, but you lose your center slowly. The attractive man does not chase confusion, does not beg for secret attention, and does not build his confidence on stolen emotional moments. He observes, he understands. He lets reality reveal itself without pushing, manipulating, or becoming a shadow in someone else's relationship. Because yes, there are hidden signals that a woman may be emotionally drawn to you, even while she is still with someone else. But those signals are not an invitation to lose your standards. They are a test of your self-control. A weaker man gets excited and starts moving like a secret option. A bitter man judges her and turns cold. But a grounded man sees the truth with calm eyes. Attraction can appear before a decision, but only character decides what happens next. So in this video, you are not going to learn how to steal a woman, pressure her, or make her betray someone. You are going to learn how to read the signs without losing your dignity, how to stay powerful without becoming desperate, and how to become the man whose energy makes a woman question what real emotional presence feels like, while still respecting the line that separates attraction from chaos. Before we start, a quick reminder. The real transformation doesn't happen on YouTube. It happens inside the community. If these videos have opened your eyes, what's inside will rebuild your mindset completely. It's not just a course, it's a brotherhood. A private space where men master attraction, emotional control, and the psychology of power. You don't join for a month, you join for life. Every future course, book, and lesson is yours forever. No subscriptions, no limits, just one decision that changes your direction. If you're serious about growth, discipline, and purpose, click the link below. Join the community. Let's dive in. Signal number 1. Her attention finds you, even when it shouldn't. The first hidden signal is not the loudest one, but it is often the most revealing. Her attention keeps finding you even when there is no clear reason for it. She watches your stories quickly, then sometimes goes quiet. She reacts to small things you post but avoids anything too obvious. She asks little questions that do not need to be asked, like where you were, who you were with, or why you seemed different that day. And if you pay attention, the question is rarely just about the answer. It is about access. She wants a small door into your world without making it look like she is opening one. But this is where a man must be careful, because attention is not always commitment, and curiosity is not always character. The hidden mistake men make is treating every sign of attention from an unavailable woman like proof that he has already won. He starts feeling superior to the other man. He starts waiting for the next signal. He starts building emotional meaning from moments that may still be unclear. Imagine she is with him publicly, but privately, she keeps checking your updates, remembering details about your life, and finding ways to stay emotionally near you. That can mean she feels something, but it can also mean she enjoys the emotional contrast you provide without being ready to make a clean decision. Psychologically, people are drawn to what feels emotionally unfinished. If her current relationship feels predictable, tense, or lacking depth, your calm presence may become a place where her mind rests. But Stoic masculinity means you do not confuse being her emotional escape with being her real choice. The lesson is simple. Observe attention, but do not worship it. Do not become the man who waits by the window because she watched your story. Do not reward hidden interest with full emotional investment. Your practical behavior is to stay calm, warm, and measured. Let her show consistency over time. If she reaches out, respond with dignity, but do not rush into secret intimacy or emotional dependency. The emotional payoff is that you remain powerful because you are not being controlled by small signs. You understand them, but you do not chase them. And when she senses that you are not starving for her attention, your value rises. Not because you played a game, but because you refuse to become addicted to a woman who has not fully chosen clarity yet. Signal number 2. She compares his energy to yours without saying it directly. The second signal is subtle, and many men miss it because it does not always sound like flirting. It often comes through comparison disguised as conversation. She says things like, "You're easier to talk to," or "You understand things differently," or "I like how calm you are." And on the surface, those words may seem innocent. But underneath, something deeper may be happening. She is not only complimenting you, she may be measuring emotional contrast. She is feeling the difference between the energy she receives from him and the energy she experiences around you. This is where many men become reckless because they hear one comparison and instantly believe they are winning a secret competition. They start feeding the contrast. They become her emotional counselor, her late-night comfort, her safe place to complain about him. At first, it feels powerful because she is choosing your presence. But slowly, you may become trapped in a position that looks intimate but has no clear honor. You become the man she vents to, the man who understands her pain, the man who gives her emotional closeness while another man still has the title. A real-life example is when she tells you, "He never listens like you do," and your ego feels rewarded. But your dignity must ask, is she moving toward clarity, or is she using my emotional presence to survive a relationship she is not ready to leave? Psychologically, emotional comparison happens when someone feels unmet in one connection and finds relief in another. The relief can be real, but it does not automatically mean she is ready for responsibility. Attraction may grow because you represent peace, depth, and attention she is missing, but if you overinvest, you risk becoming a hidden emotional replacement instead of a respected man. The Stoic lesson is that a man must never allow praise to make him forget his position. Compliments are not commitments. Emotional closeness is not a clean choice. Practical behavior means you can be kind without becoming her secret partner. Listen, but do not become the place where she betrays her relationship emotionally. If she keeps comparing him to you, calmly bring the energy back to clarity. You do not need to shame her, but you also do not need to feed confusion. The emotional payoff is powerful because she begins to feel that your calm is not available for disorder. You are not just the man who understands her. You are the man who respects himself enough not to be used as an escape. Signal number 3. She creates private moments that feel too personal. The third signal appears when she starts creating small private moments that carry more emotion than the situation requires. Maybe she lingers after everyone else leaves. Maybe she sends a message that begins with something normal but slowly becomes personal. Maybe she tells you something she does not seem to tell many people. Maybe her voice changes when the conversation becomes quieter, softer, more honest. And because she is still with another man, these moments can feel intense, almost forbidden, because nothing obvious has happened, yet something invisible is being built. This is where a man must be very awake. The hidden mistake is thinking privacy equals permission. A woman may feel emotionally drawn to you, but that does not mean she has made a clean decision. She may enjoy the feeling of being seen by you, understood by you, or emotionally safe with you, while still avoiding the responsibility of changing her life. Real-life example. She tells you about her stress, her loneliness, her disappointment, or how she does not feel heard anymore. She opens a door, and your heart wants to step through it quickly. You feel chosen because she is vulnerable with you. But vulnerability can create a dangerous illusion. It can make two people feel close before anything honorable has been clarified. Psychologically, private emotional disclosure builds intimacy fast because the brain connects depth with trust. When someone shares what they hide from others, it can feel like a bond. But Stoic masculinity requires you to ask what kind of bond is being created. Is it clean, honest, and aligned with reality? Or is it a secret emotional space that will cost everyone peace later? The Stoic lesson is that a man with self-respect does not let emotional access seduce him into confusion. He can hold space without becoming a hidden lover. He can be compassionate without feeding a situation that lacks clarity. Practical behavior means you keep the tone grounded. If the conversation becomes too intimate while she is still committed elsewhere, you do not shame her, but you gently slow it down. You protect your peace by not letting yourself become the man she runs to only when her relationship feels heavy. The emotional payoff is that you become different from men who rush toward temptation. She feels your strength not because you take advantage of the private moment, but because you have enough control to respect the line. Signal number 4. Her body language says what her words cannot say. The fourth signal is when her body starts speaking before her mouth is brave enough to do it. She may keep her words careful, especially because she is still with another man, but her body becomes less disciplined around you. Her eyes hold yours a little longer than they should. She fixes her hair when you enter the room. She turns her body toward you even when the group conversation is somewhere else. She laughs more easily at your words, not because everything you say is funny, but because her nervous system becomes more alive in your presence. And sometimes the strongest sign is not what she does when she is close to you, but what happens when she realizes someone might notice. She suddenly looks away, becomes more formal, or creates distance too quickly. That quick correction can reveal that she felt the line before she stepped back from it. But this is where a man must be mature, because body language can invite imagination faster than reality can confirm truth. The hidden mistake is reading attraction and immediately turning it into a personal mission. He starts watching every movement, analyzing every glance, trying to prove she wants him more than the man she is with. That obsession weakens him, because now he is no longer present. He is hunting for signs. Real-life example. She is in the same room with her man, but her eyes keep drifting toward you. For a second, you feel that silent charge. Your ego wants to say, "She is mine already." But a grounded man does not let one look make him forget the situation. Psychologically, the body often reveals attraction before the conscious mind is ready to explain it. People lean toward what pulls them, mirror what interests them, and become more alert around what feels emotionally charged. But Stoic masculinity means you do not use her weakness as permission to lose your own strength. The lesson is simple. Notice the signal, but do not become owned by it. Practical behavior means you stay calm, respectful, and controlled. Do not stare too hard. Do not force tension. Do not create secret moments just to test her. Let her actions, over time, reveal whether this is real attraction or temporary emotional heat. The emotional payoff is that you remain the man with command over himself. She may feel the pull, but she also feels your restraint. and restraint is what separates a man with presence from a man who becomes reckless the moment he feels desired. Signal number 5. She remembers small details. Because you're living in her mind. The 5th signal is quieter than a long stare and more dangerous than a late-night message because it reveals something many men overlook. You stay in her mind after the moment is over. She remembers small details you mentioned casually. She brings up something you said days ago. She notices when you change your routine, your mood, your style, or even the kind of energy you bring into the room. Maybe you once mentioned a place you wanted to visit, and later she asks about it. Maybe you said you had a stressful week, and she circles back to check how it went. Maybe she notices that you were quieter than usual and asks, "You seem different today." On the surface, these may sound like small acts of attention, but psychologically, they often mean much more. People remember what they are emotionally tracking. If she is still with another man, yet her mind keeps storing pieces of you, it suggests that your presence is not just passing through her day. It is landing somewhere deeper. But this is where many men become foolish. They see that she remembers them, and they instantly start trying to feed that memory. They text more, reveal more, perform more, hoping to turn her emotional attention into a hidden bond. That is the mistake. A grounded man does not become louder just because he realizes he is being noticed. Real-life example. You mention once that you have been busy with work, and 3 days later she asks, "Did that thing finally go well?" That question may look small, but it carries emotional weight because it shows that part of her attention stayed with you while life moved on. Psychologically, memory follows emotional relevance. When someone repeatedly remembers your details, it often means you are becoming personally meaningful. But the Stoic lesson is that being meaningful is not the same as being chosen. Do not let her attention intoxicate you into abandoning clarity. Practical behavior means you receive the sign calmly. Appreciate it, but do not rush to deepen the connection in secret. Let her show a pattern, not just a moment. Let her actions mature before your hopes do. The emotional payoff is powerful because when she feels that you notice her attention without becoming hungry for it, your value grows. You become harder to read, harder to pull, and harder to reduce into a simple emotional distraction. And that is often when her hidden attention starts becoming harder for even her to ignore. Signal number 6. She tests your position without admitting her feelings. The 6th signal is one of the most revealing because it shows up not through confession, but through testing. When a woman is emotionally drawn to you while still with another man, she often wants to understand where you stand before she risks showing more of herself. So she may ask indirect questions. She may mention another woman around you just to watch your reaction. She may disappear for a little while, then return and notice whether your energy changed. She may speak about loyalty, attraction, timing, or relationships in a way that sounds general, but is actually personal. On the surface, it can look confusing, even inconsistent. But underneath, she may be checking whether you are emotionally available, easily controlled, or strong enough to stay grounded. This is where many men fail badly. The moment they feel tested, they become eager. They start proving themselves. They over-explain their values. They try to sound more attractive, more detached, or more important than they really are. In other words, the test exposes their need. Real-life example. She casually says, "So, do you ever get attached easily?" Or, "You seem like the kind of guy women chase," then watches how you answer. A weak man hears opportunity and starts performing. A bitter man becomes cold and defensive. But a grounded man stays simple, calm, and clean. He does not rush to impress her. He does not reveal emotional hunger. He answers with quiet confidence and lets the moment breathe. Psychologically, testing happens when attraction is mixed with uncertainty. She may feel the pull, But she also wants to know whether you are different from the men who lose themselves the moment attention appears. She wants to sense whether your calm is real or just a surface image. The Stoic lesson is that tests are not passed by effort. They are passed by stability. Practical behavior means you stop trying to win every moment. Do not jump too quickly, do not explain too much, and do not chase the hidden meaning behind every question. Answer honestly, but briefly. Let her feel that your center is not easily moved. The emotional payoff is powerful, because when she realizes you are not scrambling for position, something changes. She starts feeling that you are not a man trying to be chosen at any cost. You are a man who can hold his ground even when attraction is present. And that kind of steadiness often makes her curiosity much harder to control. Signal number 7. Her conflict becomes visible before her choice does. The final signals are the ones men often feel before they can explain, because they show up as emotional conflict. Signal 7 is when she becomes warm with you, then suddenly distant. Not because nothing is there, but because something is there, and she is trying to control it. She may laugh deeply with you one day, then act formal the next, as if she needs to remind herself where the line is. Signal 8 is when she protects your image in small ways. If someone misunderstands you, she corrects them. If your name comes up, she listens differently. If you are absent, she notices. Signal 9 is when her mood changes around your attention. When you give her calm presence, she becomes lighter. When you step back, she becomes curious, quieter, or slightly restless. Signal 10 is when she starts creating emotional contrast between her current life and the way she feels around you, even if she never says it directly. She may speak about feeling unseen, misunderstood, or tired of repeating herself. And while she does not name you as the answer, the energy in the room tells you she is comparing two worlds. But here is the part a weak man ignores. Conflict is not commitment. Her confusion may be real, but your dignity cannot live inside her confusion. A man who lacks self-control hears these signals and thinks, "Now I need to push." He becomes more available, more suggestive, more emotionally involved, hoping to turn her conflict into a decision. But a grounded man understands that pressure only turns attraction into chaos. Psychologically, when someone feels drawn while already attached elsewhere, the mind often moves through approach and retreat. She moves closer because the feeling pulls her, then steps back because reality reminds her of the consequences. The Stoic lesson is that you must never become the man who benefits from someone else's lack of clarity. If she truly feels something, let her come to clarity with honesty, not secrecy. Practical behavior means you stay respectful, avoid intimate hidden conversations, and refuse to become her emotional backup plan. You can recognize the signals, but you do not build your identity on them. The emotional payoff is that you remain clean, centered, and powerful. Whether she chooses you one day or not, you do not become smaller while waiting. And sometimes, that calm refusal to enter chaos is exactly what makes her realize the difference between desire and respect. The final truth is this: a woman can show signs of attraction before she is ready to live with the consequences of that attraction. She can look at you differently, remember your details, compare your calm to his chaos, create private moments, test your position, and become emotionally conflicted around your presence. But none of those signs are a clean invitation for you to abandon your standards. This is where a man must become more than interested. He must become disciplined. Because weak men see hidden attraction and immediately lose their center. They start waiting, hoping, analyzing, and secretly building a fantasy where she chooses them and everything becomes clear. But a grounded man knows that attraction without clarity can become a trap. It can feed your ego while starving your peace. It can make you feel special while slowly turning you into someone who accepts half access hidden attention, and emotional confusion. So yes, learn to read the signals. Notice when her eyes linger. Notice when her attention keeps returning. Notice when she opens up to you in ways that feel deeper than casual friendship. Notice when her energy changes around you, when she tests you, when she remembers what others forget, when she seems pulled toward you and afraid of that pull at the same time. But do not let those signs turn you into a man who waits in the shadows. Your role is not to steal, pressure, or chase. Your role is to remain a man of presence, control, and dignity. If she is truly falling for you, let her come to that truth with honesty. Let her make clean decisions in the light, not emotional decisions in the dark. And until then, protect your peace. Stay warm, but not available for secrecy. Stay respectful, but not hungry for hidden validation. Stay calm, but not blind. Because the most attractive man in this situation is not the one who pushes harder when he senses desire. It is the one who has enough power to pause, observe, and refuse to become part of chaos. If this video opened your eyes, comment the word clarity below, because that is what separates a man from a boy in moments like this. Subscribe for more mature lessons on attraction, female psychology, stoic masculinity, and emotional control. And if you want to go deeper with men who are learning how to master desire without losing dignity, join our private community. Not because you need shortcuts, but because real masculine strength is built when men learn to stop reacting to every feeling and start moving with standards. Remember this: hidden signals may reveal her interest, but your response reveals your identity. Remember, knowledge means nothing without action. If you're ready to rise above emotion and lead with purpose, join the community today at the link below. Enroll once, grow forever.